Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today, we're drinking bourbon.
Rye.
All right, Ben, what's this rye you speak of so fondly?
We have got, bam, this is Doc Swinson's Alter Ego Rum Finished Rye. So this one is one that we've obviously had a sip of it, but you know, just in a comparison video. So I'm looking forward to just doing a proper review of this because you and I tend to really like Doc Swinson's products.
So we know it's a sourced product, and this is a rye, and finished ryes over the past year or so we've really liked. So
I'm becoming more and more of a rye fan in general, and the finished rye has helped kind of get me there.
Definitely.
So this is actually finished in rum casks. Comes in at 95 proof, so it's not a cask strength one, so that should be interesting as well.
So, and it was $50, $49.95 or whatever, shelf price.
I've been noticing on ryes lately, and the rum cask may have something to do with this, but I'm able to pick out a lot more sweetness than I used to get from them. And I don't know if that's just me kind of learning a little bit more as you go. You learn some more tasting notes and nosing notes in this case.
Sure.
But yeah, I've definitely noticed there's more like kind of fruity sweetness. Sometimes maybe, and it could be the mash bill, but less of that kind of clove, licorice, root beer barrel.
Right.
Orange zest sort of
So
notes.
I don't know if it's we're not tasting those ryes recently, or maybe that's we're not just picking that up as much.
Could be. I'm actually getting a little bit of bubble gum off of this.
I was getting a lot of really interesting notes off this one this time.
Yeah. Really nice in the nose.
Almost a coconut note.
Really? You think that's the rum influencing you? Like it's taking you to a Caribbean island?
Actually, I wasn't even thinking of that, but there's a little bit of like a toasted coconut kind of vibe.
All right, well, hey, let's see if it transfers to the palate. Cheers.
I would say yes.
Yeah, I would say all those kind of sweet, fruity notes transfer to the palate, but there's actually a little bit more oak spice on the palate than I was expecting.
On the finish, it really does kind of go into like a really nice whiskey.
Yeah, this is really good.
Aged. Yeah.
Even just based on the first sip. Typically, the fruit notes that I would always get off of a rye would have been like, you know, like that orange peel sort of thing. And then I mentioned before, like the clove notes that you get in the baking spice, allspice, things like that.
Yep. So I'm not getting those as much.
I'm not either.
I'm kind of getting sugar cookie.
Really?
Like just like the pastry kind of note, and then obviously the sweetness.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That could be where that kind of like the underlying or backup sweetness is. You know, typically with a whiskey, you get like a lot of times there's something that's really in the foreground, and then it's just kind of complemented by some other stuff.
Yep.
And this one is fruitier than I would have expected. And it does have a little bit of that pink bubble gum to it. And that could be playing into the fruit vibe.
Sure.
Because when you're someone like me who doesn't eat actual fruit, you consider things like pink bubble gum to be fruit. You know, that's my logic and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, this is really nice. This is a definite recommend at $50.
Totally agree. I like this a lot. I've actually been kind of negative on less than 100 proof whiskeys recently. And this one actually I'm enjoying.
Yeah, we talked about that not that long ago, that 100 proof point is really good. And when you get below that, I would say kind of 90 is my threshold.
Yeah. And there's still some good ones. It's not all of them. But
yeah. Well, we've always said the proof versus the age. I have no idea what the age is, but it is a finished bourbon, so you're going to get some extra influence there. But yeah, this is, I would even say this is probably a good summer whiskey.
The types of notes I'm getting on this is really good.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
Not quite as heavy on the proof, so you can sit and have a couple of them without getting quite so much of the alcohol influence, but it's got those kind of lighter fruity notes to it. I think that just worked great.
Yeah, totally agree.
All right, well, this has been Doc Swinson's Alter Ego Rum Finish Rye on the Bourbon Note. I'm Ben.
I'm Greg. Till next time. See you next time.